Hey guys, it's Wednesday today. We'll be doing some deadlifts. We've got waves with the deadlifts here. This will pretty much be our deadlift day, and we won't be venturing too far from that. Okay, so if you want to keep coming on Wednesdays for deadlifts, then do that. So we start off with 5 reps at 75%, or whatever you started off with last week. We're going a little bit heavier. Okay, so for each one of those reps, the 5, 4, 3, and then again after that, the 5, 4, 3. Okay, we're just building up a little bit there. Make sure when you're setting up for your deadlift though, hey, if I was standing tall, all right, my shoulders are long, my shoulders are shrugged down, okay? I don't want to be shrugging up here. I'm keeping them down, and my midline is braced, all right? So I got a big breath, and I'm squeezing all the way around that midsection, okay? I'm keeping that locked in, all right? As I hinge at the hip, okay, that back stays flat. Once I pass my knee, I'm gonna slightly bend my knees through, okay? We're not doing straight leg deadlifts here, Romanians. I want your butt down a little bit with those long arms, okay? I'm gripping the ground with the feet, and I'm gonna push the earth away as I squeeze the butt forward. Okay, not overextending at the top. I'm keeping the rib cage down because I'm keeping that core locked in place, and I'm just moving through that hip hinge there. Okay, so again, build up in weight if you feel comfortable, or get heavier than you did last week. If you have back issues or anything like that, or maybe some restrictions in your mobility, maybe you start to flex the spine at the bottom of the pit position, we can always cut down the range, okay? Maybe you're going from blocks here, or you're minimizing that range so that you can keep that back flat and you're not rounding at that low back there, okay? Or you're doing sumo deadlifts, okay? Hands are a little bit narrower. My feet are gonna be wider, turned out, and the goal here is to get less tension on that low back, but treating this more as a squatting movement. Okay, so my shins are vertical, I'm spreading the earth apart, my hips are right underneath the shoulders, and then I'm driving my hips through to that top position. A lot of times when people do sumo deadlifts, they do this, okay? That's not what we're doing for sumo. Stay vertical here, use the hips for that. Then we'll get into a 20-minute EMOM, okay? 4 different minutes. If you were here on Thursday of last week, you got to experience the assault bike and the sled, which is oh so fun. You'll get to do that again, but it'll be a little bit different capacity. It won't be the same stimulus as Thursday. So we're starting with a 100-foot sled push. So in both gyms, it would be down and back. I tried to design this so that everybody could get through it, even if there was a big class. So if you have a big class, you're gonna have people start on different movements, and then there'll maybe be a partner within the minute. So say I've got the sled, I'm gonna run down, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna turn it around at the 50-foot mark, run it back here, and then maybe there's someone waiting to go, a partner or something, because it should not take more than 30 seconds for you to do that. You're sprinting it down and back, all right? Fast as you can. Okay, so we're starting off with the sled. Then we're moving into some Russian kettlebell swings. So working on that hip hinge, the posterior chain. We've got 20 of those. We're pulling that kettlebell into the hip, keeping that low back flat, and driving just up to that eye level. As you're going through this hinge here, notice my shins, okay? They should stay pretty vertical, and I'm not rocking through the ankle. What happens a lot of times is people will do that movement, okay? It's getting very quaddy at that point, and you're using less of your butt, your hamstrings, what you should be using there. So 20 reps. Getting into your assault bike, the 3rd minute, you've got 15 calories for the guys, 12 for the ladies. Going hard here. Your legs might be a little bit tired. Do the best you can. Keep that butt on the seat. Use that upper body. Get some rotation involved there. That shouldn't take you more than 45 seconds. If it does, you need to come back, cut back on those calories for the following minutes. And then we'll finish off with some toes to bar. We did toes to bar on Monday, so if you did it on Monday, you want to do something different, totally fine, okay? You can do V-ups, you can do some sit-ups, weighted sit-ups, GHD sit-ups. But again, make sure you're working that kipping rhythm, even if you can't get the toes all the way up to the bar, okay? Working through that hollow to arch position, being dynamic with it. So 20 minutes should be fun. You'll finish off, if you have time, with some pistols and some single leg RDLs. So last week we did regular RDLs. This week we'll do single leg. It's up to you, okay? We can do this with a kettlebell here, going through that range of motion. The biggest thing, keeping that back flat, the hips square, okay? You can do this with a dumbbell. If you want to do it with a barbell, that's fine as well too. And then we've got some pistols. So if you don't quite have pistols, we can scale it with a band. I like using band on the rack. Maybe put the J-hooks on the other side. I didn't do a great job here. But working on that balance, going down, and coming back up. Okay, it's not for time, it's for you to work on your position and get better at pistols, okay? Rather than doing sloppy pistols. So make sure you keep that knee in line as you go down with the foot. Otherwise, we could do a box step down version, maybe a higher box here. Again, working on the stability of the knee as we go down. You can touch the heel down and back up. Okay, that'll be your finisher.